What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Style. I'm Joey Christopolous, the All Big Ten podcast.
Big Dave, CHGO Bulls.
And we are here to canvass the carcass of the Chicago Bears losing last night to the Houston Texans. But no, we're going to try and roll it forward. Okay. After everything that's happened, Big Dave, after everything that you've seen, the question here today is, what is your concern level, or how nervous are you next week for the Bears against the Indianapolis Colts?
Oh, God, I'm the wrong person to ask these questions to because I'm positive all the damn time. So I'm not really nervous yet because it's week 3.
Yes.
And I think last time we were here, I talked about if it got to Thanksgiving and this kind of stuff was still going on, then I would be dealing with nerves and worry and fear and all those things. But week 3 against the Colts, after I saw my defense be great, after I saw special teams be solid, after I saw a quarterback who's a rookie, looked like a rookie, but he looked better than he did in week 1.
It's true.
And so these are the things, for me, is called growth and progression. It's painful, it's hard, but these are the things. Now, my offensive line is pure D trash right now, and that needs to change. The run game is just really non-existent. I would love to see Johnson get a chance to actually run the football at some of those big guys, just to put a helmet on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of soften them up a little bit, because Swift isn't that kind of runner. I think a guy like Johnson softens it up for a guy like Swift, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, they definitely have some struggles and some things to attend to on the offensive side.
Well, you're a man of discipline, which I appreciate that. You're not moving off of your mark. I want to stay right there with you because last week I was in agreement, right, that I think this was going to take about a month to work itself out. And then after you say that, you have to witness what happened afterwards. Sure. I still feel like I'm dealing with some trauma of some deja vu.
Okay. It's a safe place.
Yeah, a little deja vu going on right now. But look, I think you're right. There is an opportunity to bounce back next week. You're right. The defense looks great.
Yeah.
Special teams has been solid. I don't even think Torrey Taylor played his best game yesterday, so maybe that in a better direction next week. Get them pinned down in the 10-5 yard line.
Sure.
But there are some sort of creeping concerns with that offensive line.
Understand?
You mentioned, like, I'm feeling like it's this weird Scooby-Doo thing where we're always in Chicago making it about the quarterback, right? But when we pull the mask off, it's the offensive line. And right, dude? Like, and that's
pretty good.
That's my concern level right now is that look, you're right, man. I'm not worried about Caleb Williams. Again, some inaccuracy issues, sure. But I thought he got into a nice rhythm early. The dude took a beating, right? I mean, bro. Real quick. Chicago quarterback's taking a beating. At least we can appreciate and check the box that Caleb Williams is tough. Is that fair?
Yeah. We can say that? We can get over that now?
Yeah, we can 100% say that.
Yeah.
And you're bringing up a great point about Roschon Johnson. And my only probably concern level right now goes to that offensive line and Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator. Because if you want to play with numbers, I think the Indianapolis Colts have allowed 474 rushing yards so far on 93 carries. Ooh. The Chicago Bears, I think, are at 155 on 44 carries. So that's my concern level, the game plan, and will we commit to the run like you said, because I think that's going to be the key that they win.
Yeah, and I think maybe I have this stat wrong, but I heard the Bears have the fewest yards per play right now in the NFL.
Sounds about right.
And
we're home.
Yeah, we're home. It's common. But it's just a issue with that offensive line, and you're right with Shane Waldron, because I found myself yelling at, why is Everett out here? And I found myself saying, why on 3rd and 1 are we in shotgun? You know what I mean? Like, it was like just, he has all these toys, and they look cool, and you just want to play with them because you know what they can really do. But you kind of got to get to that point first, you know what I mean, to understand. I guess the analogy is like learning to play the piano. Everybody wants to get to a level where they're just like, but
we're on chopsticks right now.
You know what I mean? It's start there. You know what I mean? We know you got the 88 key grand piano. You know what I'm saying? Ray Charles and Alicia Keys playing on. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Duke Ellington and stuff. But, dude, you got to start with the chopsticks. You got to learn your scales. You got to, know these things first. Every good boy does fine. You have to learn all those things, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the notes, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you have to learn all these things first before you go ahead and put that out there. Again, Caleb is a rookie, and for me, he gets that pass until later in the season. I saw DJ Moore with his frustration, and rightfully so. Yep. You know what I mean? He was upset. Some of those back shoulder throws weren't there. I saw Caleb overthrow a couple guys and things like that. But for me, I was just like, yeah, he was getting his head beat in, man. He probably was thinking too much and all those things. So I give him a little grace on that. Of course, it's going to slowly come to a head as the season continues to go on and if he's continuing to do these things. But you're right. Waldron, that offensive line, something's got to be done about those two things. So,
Big Dave, maybe we can walk out of here on this. So, rolling it forward now. Let's just say Coleman Shelton's at the piano right now.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to play Rocket Man by Elton John. And you know those dudes that have had like 4 or 5 cocktails at a party? They start playing a song and they go, no, wait.
Yeah.
No, wait. And you're like, dude, you don't know the song. It's okay. You don't know the song.
That's Ordinary People by John Legend,
not a big deal. So and with the discipline of you're not concerned at all.
Not yet.
Are you in the mindset of you think they need to make a change at either Nate Davis, whether it's Tevin Jenkins over to right guard, move Colton Shelton, Matt Pryor in? Do you think they need to make a change, or do you think they deserve one more week to try and get what we call that continuity that maybe is going to help Caleb Williams in that month from now that we were talking about last week?
That's a good question. I think yes. The offensive line has been your biggest flaw for the first 2 weeks. For the first 2 weeks, you know what I mean? The biggest flaw on your team right now. You can't run the football and you can't protect the quarterback.
Yep.
you know, so if you can't do those two things, changes need to happen. Nate Davis, oh my Lord. Oh God. And even Darnell Wright I saw get blow pot, you know what I'm saying, a couple of times as well.
Everyone's taking a turn.
Right. Everybody's 100%. On the turnstile.
100%.
I don't know if you move, Tevin Jenkins and Darnell back next to each other again, back at right guard and right tackle kind of situation, because those maybe you just run the ball on that side and see what it works. Yeah. But you have to figure something out now because you're getting this dude killed. Caleb wants to throw. He's shown you he's a pocket QB. He wants to throw. He doesn't want to run. He said it a million times. I don't like running. Well, to do that, you're going to have an offensive line, man. So offensive line, make all the changes you need to make because something needs to be done.
And then over under, what's going to make maybe Bears fans at large walk out of this feeling really good? Over under 1.5 offensive touchdowns, or do you think you maybe need to see 2-3 scores in this game against the Colts? Because it's a bad defense, right? So far, after 2 weeks against Indianapolis, rubber meets the road with that kind of matchup. Yeah. What's going to make you feel good there? 2
touchdowns would make me feel great.
Yeah.
2 throwing touchdowns would make me feel
Get them on the board, right?
Spectacular. I would feel wonderful watching that. That means offensive line actually held up a little time to allow Caleb to do some, or he made some magic happen just running around outside getting it. But 2 passing touchdowns would be great. Man,
hopefully it happens. Yeah. This was Tavern Style here with CHGO Sports. I'm Joey Christopolous, the All Big Ten Podcast.
Big Dave, CHGO Bulls.
We'll be back next week. Go Bears.
We all silly like the mayor.